This Tesla right here has lost over $80,000 in value in just 5 years. And here's the thing. For the new and the used EV market, it's about to get a whole lot worse. See, we just had a bill that passed that's going to take the government basically out of all of your EV purchases. They're going to take away these tax credits that Tesla buyers are getting right now. On the new side, it's $7,500, and on the used side, it's right around $4,000. And we're already seeing a big weakness in the U.S. for the EV market, and it's going to be a big problem for Tesla going forward, where they're going to have to lower their prices to be able to continue to sell vehicles. Because I'm a used car dealer, so most of the time when you're actually getting information about Tesla, you're getting it from these Tesla fanboys. They're all Tesla all the time, or you're getting from someone that's anti-EV, and I can tell you that I'm neither one of these things. But what I can say is, being a used car dealer for 14 years, knowing the car market, is that if vehicles get more expensive, well, they become harder to actually sell. And what I can say for the new EV market, the new Tesla market, the used EV market, the used Tesla market, well, things are going to get more expensive for consumers, for the companies that are actually producing these things. And that is a setup for disaster in this EV space.
For EVs, it's going to fall. So you don't want to be an EV buyer from now until at least like November, because the EV tax credits run out September 1st, I believe is when that is. And there's going to be actual rush to buy EVs, used EVs, new EVs, everything before that bill drops, or that deadline actually drops. So later on this year, like I'm very curious to see. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm very curious to see what is going to happen with the EV market, specifically the used EV market, because we already know used Teslas have fallen off a cliff. Like I'll give you an example of what I just had to deal with. I bought a 2019 Tesla Model 3 to do some videos on and stuff last year. And I paid $18,000 for this car. I kept it 12 years, 12 months, 1 year. I kept it 1 year. And we recently put it for a sale. And I was like, okay, well, maybe we can make a little bit of money on it. So we put it at $19,000. We didn't even get the first call on the thing for like 2 weeks. And then so we dropped it $1,000, right? 18,000, still no calls. Dropped it again, 17,000, still no calls. Dropped it all the way down to like 15 grand. And we started getting a few calls on it then, but still people just weren't interested. They weren't going to come buy it. We finally dropped it to $14,000 like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And we got somebody to come look at it, and they offered us 13 grand, and we just sold it because I was tired of my staff dealing with questions on it and just sitting out. I don't want an EV just sitting out on my lot. When we don't sell stuff that's that expensive anyway, I want to get stuff that I play around with, toys that I mess with. I want to get those off the lot as quick as possible. I know I'm going to lose money. I didn't expect to lose this much money, but the EV market has already fallen off a cliff where I paid $18,000 wholesale for this vehicle, not retail. I didn't buy it from a dealer. I bought it from an auction. $18,000 a year ago. And then it lost $5,000 in value from the wholesale to the retail side. So wholesale, that car, I could probably go buy that car maybe for like $11,000 right now. It's insane how much value that Tesla dropped in just a year. And I've got a 2019 Model S that I drive, and knew that car was over $100,000. 6 years later, I paid $20,000 for my car. The bottom is nowhere in sight, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm not an EV expert. I'm not an EV market expert. I can only tell you what I have experienced and seen through my eyes. And what I'm seeing is that there aren't buyers there. There's no interest for it. I got a dealer buddy that is right beside my dealership. He's got 3 EVs, 3 Teslas. He tried to buy just because he want to test the market. Sees so many EVs on the road, and he's like, okay, well, somebody's buying them. He's still got those 3 Teslas that he's had for like 3 months, and they've lowered the prices just like I did, and they cannot sell these things. So the market's not good on them, and it's going to continue to get worse. And now we have this bill that's going to make things even worse on the other side because we're taking away the incentives that the government is giving for people to actually buy these things. I wait. I think it's going to fall off a cliff after people don't get their $7,500 or their $4,000 for used EVs to be able to incentivize them to actually purchase these things.
There are people who are buying EVs, just not from us. They're not.
I couldn't find them. I couldn't find the person that was buying them.
We did look, and we did sell that. We lost a lot of money on that car, and we're not the only ones. Oh, good. I'll get that. I'm just kidding.
And that will be for over the next, until September 1st. Then after that, I would imagine Tesla. I mean, if I were Tesla, I would be holding on prices right now, taking advantage of whatever boom they get between now and September 1st. And then after September 1st, I'm lowering my prices if I'm Tesla, because we have to figure out a way to get people in these Teslas for a similar price to whatever they were paying before these tax credits fell off. So that's what I would do if I was in Tesla's shoes, but maybe they don't have the margin to do that. I mean, I've looked at their numbers and it looks like they do have the margin to be able to lower prices. I just don't know by how much.
And in addition to that, full disclosure for those that don't know, Brandon drives a Tesla, so it's not like we're anti-EV. This isn't that kind of situation at all. Brandon loves his Tesla.
Love is a strong word.
Loves things about his. He used to love it. Yeah. Had some issues. Love has. It's been tamed a bit, and reasonably so. His is a 2019, not a brand new one.
It's also a Model S. The Model 3s I don't like. I think they're not very good cars. That's the wrong thing to say. I think the quality of the Model 3s, at least the ones that I've been in, is not very good. I feel like they feel like a very fast 2005 Kia Spectra. That's what I would relate them to. They don't feel like a sports car when I get it. And for a Tesla and the amount of money that you're paying for one, I feel like it should feel like a sports car, like a luxury car, and the Model 3s do not to me.
So now if you are in the market to potentially buy a Tesla, well, what would I recommend to you? Well, obviously I would not buy a brand new one because I think the prices right after you buy that thing are going to crater. That's the easy example. And then the Model 3 that I talked about earlier, where it lost $5,000 in value in just over a year. And that's what I could even sell it for. I'm a used car dealer. Like, I pay for advertising. So I had that thing blasted everywhere and we could not get calls on it. All these dealers that I'm talking to, they're staying away from EVs just in general, not necessarily even Tesla, just EVs in general, because it's becoming very, very, very difficult to sell these things. And then you're going to take the tax credits out of it. Well, for all of these things, if you are thinking about potentially buying one, wait. You have to wait till at least the end of the year. Let this bill go through. Let the deadline come and go, and then see how dealerships react. See how manufacturers react. There's going to be money that manufacturers have to put on top of these EVs to get them to push down. And when they do that, to actually try to get butts and seats to incentivize people to get in, even Tesla's going to have to lower the prices. There's no question about this. When $7,500 comes off from the government, Tesla is going to have to lower their prices to be able to still sell vehicles. So when that happens, the new prices are going to come down, and then used prices have to come down. But even if nothing happened, right now we're seeing such a weakness from EV buyers that myself, a used car dealer, I'm even having to push prices down on an EV that I tried to sell just to move it. A lot of other dealers are in the same boat, and that's going to continue to put pressure down on these EV prices. Just wait it out. And one recommendation I would have for you, because I'm saying don't buy a new Tesla because you just the value just gets evaporated the second after you buy it. And that's traditional with buying a new car in general, but it's so much worse with a Tesla than any other manufacturer that you're going to deal with over the course of 2 or 3 years. But you don't want to inherit someone else's problems. I know that's why a lot of people would rather buy a new Tesla than a used Tesla, because they're worried about potential battery problems, and a potential battery problem could cost you about $15,000. So my recommendation to you, definitely buy a used one, get it checked out before you actually buy it. But when you do it, make sure you're buying within the range that you still have a lot of Tesla's battery warranty on it. You can check. It's easy to find. Google it. I think on my 2019 Model S that's got right around 100,000 miles. I think I still have like 20,000 miles on it, and then a year or two left on the battery warranty. I would not buy a used Tesla that falls out of the range of Tesla's warranty, and that's the one thing, that the one caveat that I would put on this whole thing. Just make sure when you're buying a used car, you're going to save a lot of money buying a used Tesla versus a new one. But when you do, make sure you're within that battery range, that battery warranty range of the time frame and your miles.
Would I buy another Tesla? I would never buy a new one. I think that their values crater so quickly that if I bought another one, it would be another used one. And if I bought another one, it would be a used Model S, very similar to the one that I already have. So not in the near future. I like the one that I have, and I'll drive it for until something goes wrong with it, I guess. And the one that I got had a new battery, a replacement battery, whatever they did to it, right before I bought it. So it hasn't lost any of the range at all, because I've only been driving on this new reconditioned, whatever they did at Tesla, this new battery for like 20,000 miles now. So I've got a car I feel like that's going to last a very, very, very long time. Now, will it be the only car that I have? Probably not. I'm actually would love to have an SUV that I drive too. But as of right now, the only cars that are in our driveway is that Tesla Model S that's in the garage that we charge, and my wife's Honda Odyssey. But I absolutely see in the future that I'll have another vehicle, but my third vehicle will not be a Tesla. Like I won't go buy a Model Y or Model X. If I was going to buy any Tesla again in the future, it would be just another Model S. But it's not going to be the third vehicle that we have. And this one that I have, I feel like it's going to last for a long time. So I'm probably not going to have a reason to ever buy another Tesla, at least within the foreseeable future.